Ladies and gentlemen, once again, good evening and welcome to the English Flash News at 6 p.m. I'm Daniel Cook, your host here on Ora News, where we are trying to keep you up to speed with the latest happenings in Tirana and beyond. In today's breaking news, our nation's Prime Minister, Rama, is currently holding a meeting with the needy people of the city to explain to them how they will be compensated for the electricity bills. In the meeting, he hopes to ease their fears about the cost of electricity and how they will be able to pay the energy costs. Today, the head of the parliament issued an open invitation for session tomorrow. Mr. Ilir Mehta stated that tomorrow they will approve both investigation commissions that were proposed by the opposition on the condition that they return to the Parliamentary Assembly. I want to invite the opposition to participate in tomorrow's plenary session, not just to join us in the Parliament, but to represent themselves through the investigative commissions that they have proposed. The parliamentary group of the majority is fully committed to electing people who fulfill the conditions of these proposals, stated the head of the Parliament. A few hours after this statement, one of the deputies of the Democratic Party said that Mehta's invitation was merely hypocrisy. The Democratic Party confirmed that they will not return to the Parliament unless they have had an international guarantee. The battle against electricity theft continues on today, as even more people are being caught and arrested for this crime. The state police have arrested 59 people so far, and 7 more have been declared wanted for the crime of stealing electricity. The Interior Minister spoke today, giving his assurance that this operation will continue to be conducted throughout the entire country. During an inspection, the Albanian Interior Minister made the statement that businesses and families will no longer have the opportunity to steal power. We will extend this operation throughout the country to stop anyone who is stealing electricity, and we will make certain that no such thing ever happens again, said the minister. He added that punishment will be issued, not only to those who have been caught stealing electric power, but also to those who have cooperated with them and assisted in this crime. The elderly in Kukas have made the statement that this initiative by the government is a positive thing, but unfortunately, most of them cannot afford their energy bills. Prime Minister Rama was in Durrës today, where he spoke about the operation against the theft of electricity. The Prime Minister expressed his optimism about the progression of this operation and gave a warning that he would put an end to this era of electrical power theft. According to Prime Minister, any money that is recovered during the course of this operation will be reinvested. However, he did not specify whether these investments will be placed back into the electricity sector. Prime Minister Rama made this comment in his speech. We will do whatever we can to put an end to this era of theft. The faster we move in this operation, the more money we will recover, and the more we will have to reinvest, stated the Prime Minister of Albania. The deputies of the majority have expressed that they are not happy with the government and their current fight against corruption. Some people present at the Law Commission today accused the High Council of Justice of failing to take appropriate measures against the judges who have been reported so far. The head of the Law Commission asked the Minister of State to give a presentation on some of the measures that the government has taken so far to prevent corruption. His response was this: the fight against corruption is not only the responsibility of the government, it is also the responsibility of the independent institutions and the entire Albanian society, said the state minister. He went on to say that so far, 416 people have been brought up on charges of corruption. In other news, the mayor of Tirana spoke today about the issue of urban waste management. Mayor Lulzim Basha said that a strong political will is necessary in order to prevent Tirana from being what he termed a subterranean container. He added that the issue of urban waste is not something that should be used for political purposes. Today, the mayor of Tirana presented a new project for the management of urban waste to the environmental societies. According to his statements, his project will radically change the city of Tirana over the next 20 years. The situation of waste management and control in Tirana has been among the worst in the entire region. Despite the best efforts of our municipality, it is very difficult to change the situation radically overnight. As we all know, the streets of Albania have many problems, and they are far from meeting the standards of the European Union. Experts on this issue have stated that the removal of unlicensed gas stations from the streets will not completely solve the problems that exist on our highways. The experts are criticizing the idea put forward by the Minister of Transportation, saying that it is not the proper way to improve the situation. They are saying that the Albanian roads have many problems and the illegal gas stations ought to be removed after meeting the European standards in other ways. Even still, the Ministry of Transportation considers the removal of these illegal stations to be one of the most important steps toward meeting the EU standards. The Minister of Transportation says that the campaign against illegal gas stations will be a more subtle one than the current campaign against electricity theft. The Minister of Transportation was invited yesterday evening to speak on the show Tonight Il Vatare. There he spoke about the ongoing campaign to clear the streets and highways of gas stations that are operating without a license. One operation against this problem has already begun, and it seems that another will follow close behind. The Minister of Transport said that this coming operation will not be as conspicuous as the current battle against the theft of electricity. He indicated that this institution will initially operate only along certain road segments. He mentioned the segment between Durrës and Rogazina. According to the minister, this is one step that is going to be taken toward the major changes that are coming due to the newly established road code. The Albanian Minister of Defense has started an official visit to the United States of America. She was invited on this official trip by the American Secretary of Defense, Mr. Chuck Hagel. During the first day of her visit, the Minister of Defense plans to address several topics in the hope of opening up new ways to increase the level of cooperation between the country of Albania and the United States of America. One of the most important topics that she hopes to breach is the modernization of the armed forces of Albania, as well as a possible joint military operation with the United States. The Albanian Minister of Defense also held a meeting with the Chief of Staff at the National Guard of New Jersey, General Mike Grant. She expressed her deepest thanks to the military forces of New Jersey for their help in improving the Albanian armed forces. In its report, Doing Business, the World Bank has awarded Albania with a much higher ranking than it held previously. The Albanian Minister of Economic Development considers this new rating of Albania to be a historic milestone. According to the minister, this rating demonstrates that the relationships between the government and the businesses have improved. He feels that this will create new possibilities and chances to increase the level of foreign investments in Albania. The opposition also reacted to this favorable rating, claiming that they were the ones responsible for achieving it. The party stated that the World Bank report was showing appreciation for the results that were achieved by the previous Albanian government. Additionally, some deputies of the Democratic Party have made the strong statement that none of the achievements mentioned in this report can be fairly attributed to the current government, led by Prime Minister Rama. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the English Flash News at 6. We hope you join us again tomorrow for more Albanian news in English right here on Ora News. Thanks and good night.